Hey, welcome to my house in Nashville. Come on in, I'll give you a little tour. Hey, I'm Melissa Joan Hart, and we're at my home in Nashville, and this is my happy place. This is our fun little courtyard. My husband is very proud of the fountain right now because it's finally not overflowing. It usually splatters out, and he's been working very hard on a rock moss combination to keep the water in, but I just love this because it's a nice, pretty, like, just the sound of it is so relaxing, and it feels like a little Italian courtyard, which is fun because we got married in Italy. We love Italy. So come on in. So we fell in love with this house because it's really unique. All right, so this is my home. There's church lights and church doors, but mixed with like modern light fixtures, and which kind of helps explain my obsession with like travel and experiences, and like it just pulls all of it in and just feels very right to me. The pillars are from India. The ceiling is from a barn in Alabama. So if you look really high by the chandelier, you'll see a blue balloon. Someone brought us a balloon and it got loose, and there's no way to get down from there. I'm not going up there. So this is the main kitchen table. This is where we spend almost all of our meals, unless we sit outside, really, or on a special occasion in my dining room. I am very strict about our house being as green and eco-friendly as possible, so you'll find real napkins on the table instead of paper, and you'll find us composting and things like that. So, but there is something I want to show you that has to do with my career. It's been 25 years since I've done some magic, so let's see if this works. Ready? Here we are in what I call my office, and it's mainly full of memorabilia of my years of work. Up here we have the side of a bus. I was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and then I have my movie posters, God's Not Dead and Drive Me Crazy, which were the two movies I starred in.
Well, this is real convincing. I'm a walking punchline.
But who gets the last laugh? See you after school, hun.
Being on that movie for 3 months in Utah while also shooting Sabrina simultaneously in LA. I was in LA during the weekdays, I was in Utah on the weekends, and through night shoots. I didn't have a day off for 42 days, and on Sundays I wouldn't sleep, so I would go 2 days without sleeping except for on an airplane for 2 hours. And so that really holds a special place in my heart, that I made it through that, worked with Adrian Grenier, like we worked really well together and had such fun, but at the same time I feel like we created something I was really proud of. And then here's a bunch of my magazine covers. 1999. These were kind of all from the same year, which is what's crazy. Like, I did bikini, this photo shoot, and this photo shoot all at the same, and I think that around the same exact time. I was on Saturday Night Live for a sketch with Billy Crystal, and this was the cover of the playbill I did when I did the play Imagining Brad, which kind of rolled into everything, starting with Clarissa. And here's my Northern bathroom tissue commercial. My face used to be on the cover of toilet paper. I've been in this business for 41 years. I started when I was 4 doing television commercials. So this propeller back here was from an airplane that broke off during my very first directing of Sabrina. So it's signed by the whole crew. They signed it for me and gave it to me. This was made for me by the art department on Clarissa. Here's my Wheel of Fortune. I won $1 million. What? The Golden Spatula. If you ever saw my show No Good Nick on Netflix, you'll know what the Golden Spatula is about. I got the bracelets from when I did Dancing with the Stars. And then here is part of my face from the Sabrina episode, the season finale. I think it was called I Fall to Pieces, was the episode name. She turns into cement and then crumbles into pieces, and so I kept a piece of my face. So I think we already knew we were coming back for the next season, so we shot the scenes side by side. So when I was on Melissa and Joey, I stole this bee. It sat on the desk. This is the actual card that that Pat holds when you don't know what you got inside. This is my name tag. And it's just the card he holds when you're playing the final round, and then when he opens it up, he finds out.
Bran muffins?
That's it. You got it.
Oh,
Would your charity, could they use $1 million?
And I had Vanna and Pat sign it for me, so this is a special little thing. This is my newest piece in the collection, and it goes right in the middle. All right, so this is special. This is our quarantine project. Our family made this. My husband went to Home Depot, got a lot of wood, and we painted it, and we built our son a bed loft thing. He loves Godzilla and King Kong, as you can see by the drapery behind. And this is his new little hangout. We do a lot of reading up in the bed here, and so we actually kind of hide some of the books over here, if you can see on the shelf up here, so that we can reach them through the window. So right now we're reading Shel Silverstein's Where the Sidewalk Ends, and so I can just grab it and climb in there and read to him and then put it right back on the bookshelf out here. So it's kind of nice. And it's kind of nice in there because there's LED lights and glow-in-the-dark stars. We made it pretty cush. So this area is the library. This bookshelf is so big, it doesn't just hold our books, it holds all of my memorabilia, which is a lot. I have up here a wedding shelf. So this is my bouquet from my wedding. And then these are the cake toppers because we had a little mess up with our cake. So I ran to the museum and bought these little knickknacks and they sat on top of our cake. And then we have all kinds of fun stuff, like here is a picture that hung on my my childhood bathroom wall, and me and my siblings fought over it, but I got it. I won it. So this hung on our wall for many, many years, and my brother just bought our childhood house from my dad, so my brother let me have it. Although I have to make copies for everybody else. And then each kid has their own shelf areas with their little footstep and their little sonogram picture or ultrasound picture and their little julep cups. Here's my sugar collection. When I was little, I used to collect sugar packets from all over the world. I like to collect everything from shot glasses to salt and pepper shakers to memorabilia from travels. And this house gives me a place to really showcase it all. So there's like tapestries I bought in Italy, and there's a whole shelf here just for travels. And then I've got my family shelf, which includes a lot of my favorite pictures of my grandmother, who is very dear to me. So here's my Grandma Joan and my Grandpa Stanley. So here they are. This is one of their first dates, and this is me with them when I was like 1 year old. Here's me with my grandparents, including my Grandma Ethel, Grandma Hart, when I was getting my communion, making my communion. And here's a beautiful picture of my Nanny Joan. So my middle name is Joan because of my Grandma Joan, and I think that's why I just traveled, you know, I tried to hit every place from Stonehenge to that hookah came from Bahrain and went over there for a USO tour. And just so many memories of her traveling and just made me want to travel. And then you can see that picture up there is of me on the set of Sabrina, and my little sister had just been born, Samantha, who's now like 26. And so that's a scene when I was Rapunzel, and I'm just holding her on set, and the set photographer happened to be there that day and captured that moment, so that was really nice. We've got things like statue here from Italy, one of my favorite statues because I studied a little bit in Italy, and then we shot Sabrina Goes to Rome because I really wanted to go back to Italy, and then I got married in Italy, so I have a real fascination with Italy. And then the kids' artwork I can just display here, which is so fun. They have all their books out here if they need to find something. So this is truly a library. This staircase I love because our designer, Brandon White, did an amazing job on this because I just love that it's like white painted wood and this gray painted wood, but then it's like this rustic natural wood and then a sanded wood, and then there's carpeting and there's tile on the walls and there's beautiful light fixtures. Just kind of summarizes the whole house. All right, so we're heading towards the master bedroom. We have some special stuff here, just wedding photos and baby photos, but here is our Picasso gallery. So some of my favorite Picassos are in this hallway. And then we're heading towards the bedroom. Come on in. So when I was about 23, I went to San Francisco to meet Shirley Temple, and that's where I made my first purchase of a Picasso. I had been doing the show Sabrina for a little while, and I really wanted something to display that would be worth more later on. And from there, it sort of spawned a collection of artwork. So whenever I get a big job or a new project, I buy myself a piece of art. Things like Rembrandt and Salvador Dali, Degas, and so I have some beautiful artwork on the wall that I'm very proud of. So here's where the magic happens. Just kidding, don't tell my husband I said that. Above the bed is a paper mache moon kissing the sun. It's from Venice, Italy. My husband and I were pregnant. We were on our anniversary trip in Italy, and we're running to the train. We're gonna be late, and I see this paper mache shop, and I see this sitting on the sidewalk, and I just had to have it. And so, because I knew I wanted to hang it above the nursery, so above the crib. So all three of my boys slept underneath, and then when they outgrew their crib, we got to inherit it above our bed. So there it is. Here is my treasure chest. This is some fun stuff. It holds some of my jewelry and some of my favorite childhood things or special things. Like when you ask what would someone take out of their house in a fire, this is the thing I would take. This is a music box that my grandmother played for me and my sisters when we would sleep over at her house. And it is super special to me. My sister learned how to play this song for my wedding day, so I walked down the aisle to this song. But come on, we gotta see the closet. I do keep it this neat. I'm a very big purse person, not so much a shoe girl. Love my purses. So one of the problems with this closet is it doesn't have enough room for all my cowboy boots that I got on my Mistletoe, Montana movie. So I got to ride horses and I had to wear a ton of cowboy boots. I got to keep them, so if I ride again, I have nowhere to put them. So I have to make some space. But I also want to show you some special stuff. Here are some hats from Clarissa Explains It All. My girlfriend Michelle worked on Clarissa, and as I was leaving Connecticut and moving here, she gave me these hats and said, these are from Clarissa. So I don't know if you recognize them, but here they are. And they get their own special little shelf. Funny story behind this heart necklace. My husband had sent me flowers for Valentine's Day when we weren't together, and this came on the vase, and it was kind of cheesy. And so I just kind of stuck it in a jewelry box, but my sister-in-law does the wardrobe on my movies, and she found this heart and decided to put me in it for most of the movies. And then I want to show you guys something really cool. When we bought the house, it was like this already, but I love it. Look at my bathroom. It's so cool, right? We call it the pink bathroom, obviously. We have Dolly. I did not realize what a powerhouse she is, so now I'm obsessed. So here she is, hanging above our throne. Over here is a blue vase from my 40th birthday. So I had this big dinner party, and I had blue vases all the way down with white flowers coming out of the top. So yeah, I kept one, so I can always remember my 40th. And then we've got just some really cool geode sink. I love some of the sinks in this house are really special and different. And but yeah, this is a good little place to come do your business. So this is my happy place. This is my dining room, probably the most feminine room I've ever had in my life. I have 3 boys and a husband, and so it's nice to finally have a space where I can have just something a little girlier. I love the little kind of modern touches mixed with the antique part of it. The ceiling's really special. There's water outside. You know, I can unwind, just disappear. There's a giant Alphonse Mucha on the wall that my friend Soleil Moonfry gave me years ago for Christmas. I just thought went so well in here. It's always hung in spare bedrooms before, but now I finally get to display it kind of in the center of the house. All right, so here's the kitchen. We've kind of got a 2-parter. This is sort of the functioning catering kitchen, if you will. And then this is our pretty kitchen with our beautiful gold sink. And I can't take credit for cooking anything. It's my husband. He likes to eat, so he has to cook. So I am constantly cleaning up, but he's the master chef, so that's not me. So when you see there a little towel here, hey, good looking, what you cooking? That's all about him, not me. So I feel like I'm constantly like doing dishes and cleaning things up, and I constantly try to keep this area clean and free. And this gold sink is kind of a killer too because it tarnishes very easily. So I'm constantly cleaning this thing. This is Cleo. This is our oldest girl, right? And we have a new boy that's living with us now named Sully. We name all of our dogs after Disney characters. So Cleo's after Pinocchio, right? Right, lady? Yeah. She's such a good girl. You want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? Let's go outside. Come on. So our outdoor spot here is awesome. We spend a lot of time out here as a family. We like to eat out here. We do move around a lot. My husband and I'm from New York, but I lived in LA. He's from Alabama. We met in Kentucky. We lived in LA when we had our first 2 kids, and we moved to Connecticut. We love Lake Tahoe and the mountains and the lake. And so we tried to live there for 2 years, but it wasn't exactly right for our family. So then we were like, well, let's try Nashville. So now we're in Nashville. We've been trying to find the right place for our family for years. The pool is awesome. It's the first time my kids have ever lived in a house with a pool. And we love to just come out here and relax, and we hear the frogs and the birds and just enjoy outside so much. I think for me, a large part of sort of my continuing success is that I never wanted, you know, I didn't have these grandiose ideas of fame and riches and all that. I wanted a life. There's a lot out there that I'm still looking to do, and raise my boys. I've got a few more years with them in the house, and that's what's going to matter at the end. Thank you guys for visiting me in my Nashville home and seeing my happy place. Say bye. Bye-bye.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.